If you know you don't like VDM, please skip this video, just swipe. And if you know you've been watching VDM for a long time, to commercial breaks like me, hands up, my hands are up. Now, I wanted to talk about VDM and what he's doing, especially currently, what he's doing currently. I think a few weeks ago, he traveled to China and he went there. He said he went there with the sole reason to find out how all these manufacturers work, find out about gadgets, how to make it cheaper for the common man to be able to afford things like that. If you've been following him, you'll understand better. So he's been doing that for weeks, for a week plus or 2 weeks plus, I guess. And suddenly, he had this clash with B-Lord. Everybody should know B-Lord, or most people should. Now, B-Lord is an entrepreneur, a big one. So they had a clash because since the iPhone 17 came out, I'm laughing because it gets, there's where it gets funny. I'm going to give you a brief about the story. If you want the full gist, go to VDM's page. You know how to get there. But I'm going to give a brief to those that are still on this video so they understand. Now, ever since VDM went there, he's been trying to just explore China, talk about the EOs of Nigeria, the usual thing he does, and a whole lot of other things. Then he currently stumbled upon one of B-Lord's posts where B-Lord was saying, yes, the iPhone 17 just came out recently. B-Lord was saying there is now the XR version of 17. Now, that might be confusing to you, but hold, let me explain. Now, it's more of like the iPhone 17 pack, but there's XR inside. So XR in 17 body. I hope that's clear enough. So now B-Lord says he's selling his own for 450,000 to 480,000, something like that. And Very Dark Man is like, no, that cannot happen, not on my watch. I'm currently in China and I know this thing is going to cost lesser. Very Dark Man went ahead and checked for it and he found out, yes, it's actually lesser because everything plus shipping is supposed to just be around 280,000. And if at most you just want to make profit in Nigeria, it should not be more than 300,000. That's like 180 to 150,000 difference from the amount B-Lord was about to sell. And Very Dark Man was only trying to let B-Lord understand that that was too much. Even though Very Dark Man said a whole lot of things I know would normally piss B-Lord off, he said those things regardless. But his aim was to let B-Lord drop his price, reduce his price. But B-Lord didn't take it the way Very Dark Man expected. Got angry, requested for Very Dark Man's noodles, and then that was how that's how we got here today. That's how we got to why I want to talk about this topic. Now, he requested for it and paid the sum of 500,000 naira to get it. Now, Very Dark Man seeing that, saying he's not shameless. He doesn't have shame. Very Dark Man said, you cannot push someone to the ground. So you cannot push someone that's on the ground to the ground. You get, oh my god, there's always a problem with English on this podcast. Jesus. You cannot hit someone that's already on the ground. And Very Dark Man sent him more noodles. Surprisingly. I'm sorry, I'm laughing too much, but then it's funny. Thinking about it is funny. That's how the whole thing went. Back and forth, back and forth. And before the day was over, guess what? B-Lord's account was taken down. Like, down. Instagram took his account down because he went against community guidelines and then he was not supposed to post something of that sort on the platform. So they took his account down. And Very Dark Man came back today rejoicing. Well, he actually stated in his video that he wasn't rejoicing because B-Lord's account was taken down. He was just happy that you cannot come against him and just it's funny. I'm trying to tell you that sometimes do not just take things to heart and act out of anger. Now he's lost his 3.3 million followers account, the account that made him, basically. And what's there to show for it? All because you let your anger ride you. It's very clear that the gadget sellers on the internet or in Nigeria are really ripping people off. Now, something for 280,000 naira, something that would cost just 280,000 naira, you want to be selling for 450, 480. Think about the common man. If people make gadgets unnecessarily expensive and you know the situation of the country, do you know the English they tell you? When you go to the market trying to get something, well, you know what they tell you? We save the face now. When you complain about something being expensive, you don't have that amount, they'll say that we save the face now. You know you're going through the same hardship I'm going through. Why do you just choose to increase price? Yes, you make your profit, but at least 20,000, 30,000 gain is not bad. Why would you want to make over 180,000 naira gain? Do you know how many you're going to sell? 180,000 times 50. If you sell 50, considering B-Lord's fame, if he sells 50 of those phones, he's going to be making above 3 million, 2 point something million. Those of you that know how to do the math. He's going to be above that. Now, Very Dark Man is simply trying to vanquish oppression and make things easier for the for the poor man, for the common man. Yes, I won't say poor, for the common man. And a lot of people are not happy with that. A lot of business people are not going to be happy with that. At this point, I'm just going to say protect VDM at all costs, because the moment he gets back to Nigeria, I just feel like there are going to be threats on him, because a lot of people feel like their business are going to crumble. I can tell you for a fact that a lot of businesses are going to crumble. Maybe not to the ground, but it's going to come out in a way that those people are going to lose customers because of very dark man. Because now the things you are selling, what you are selling for 500k, the original price outside might just be 200,000 naira, 150,000 naira. Very dark man is now going to come back and sell that thing for 220,000 naira. So how will I see someone that is selling for 220,000 naira and now go and get from someone selling for 500k? I have what to use the remaining 250 to do now. Please, I think the VDM is just trying to let every gadget sellers or everybody that sells items at outrageous prices to just bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. You don't have to extort people. There's a difference between business and extortion. A lot of gadget sellers, a lot of people selling things at outrageous prices are extortionists. That's what it is. Because you can still make the same gain if you consider the poor man. It's crazy. It's crazy how we feel like the government is our problem when we are actually our problem. Yes, the government is playing a very huge part. I'm not going to dispute that part. But then we're also our problems. We don't help each other. We are just, since they're doing it all of us, none of us is suffering now, and them they go feel them. It makes no sense. Very dark man is doing a lot of good. We may not agree to everything he says, everything he does. I don't agree to almost everything. I agree with almost everything Very Dark Man does. But then at the end of the day, the ones I disagree with, he comes back to do more, and I agree with them. So yeah, you can call me a fan, call me a rattle. I'm fine with that. I support what he's doing. His vision is greater than whatever you want to say might not be good that he's doing. His vision is greater than that. He's out to reduce oppression. He's out for the common man. He's trying to give the common man a voice. He's trying to give them influence. Now there's this quantum fair happening in China. I think it's happening today. That's the world biggest trade market or something. I don't know. Very Dark Man is there currently. Billot posted that in order to get a contact for a certain thing, you have to pay 50,000 naira. And Very Dark Man is like, no, I can get those contacts for free. And he's currently at the quantum fair. Oh, he has left there because he posted the video an hour ago before I am making this video. He went there, started getting contacts and the prices, and things are sold for and everything, and he's posting it there, just there. So all you business people or people that want to go into business that has the common man at heart, the citizens at heart, head on to VDM's page and get all the information you need. I honestly wish I had money. I would have invested with something. I would have put my money into something. But then VDM is doing all the good he can. And even if anything happens to him today, which I pray not, he has made a name for himself. He has stood for the common man. You know how many courts they don't carry VDM go? You know how many times police don't arrest him? All of us know about the time he was kidnapped allegedly. So he's doing a whole lot of good. My name is Chase, and this is Everything Interesting with Chase.